here's my lunch for today. So I'm going to do 1 packet of brown rice. This is pre-cooked turkey, and then just green beans, blueberries, mango, some seaweed, and I'm going to put some kimchi in with my turkey and rice. And here is how I'm going to measure it all, my food scale. So I'm going to turn it on, and I will go through how to use it from there. I'm going to get my container. Single serving containers are really convenient because I already know automatically, okay, this is 125 grams, so I'm not really worried about that. I already know it's 220 calories, and it's basically all carbs. So that's going to be 42 grams worth of my carbohydrate intake for the day. So I'm going to just take one of these packages, and I'm going to dump it into this bowl. Okay, meat can be a little bit more tricky, so what I do with this is I will cook a 16-ounce package at a time and divide it into 4 servings. So 150 grams of this right here is going to be 4 ounces worth of turkey, and that's going to be approximately 30 grams of protein. I'm going to take 150 grams of this and put it into this bowl. Okay, so I've zeroed out again, so I just know putting in 150 grams of this equals my 4 ounces of turkey, which is about 30 grams of the protein I need for my lunch. Which I'm gonna have a little bit more protein, but that's about how much is in this right here. So if I actually cared about tracking green beans, you're going to look at the nutrition facts, and at the top it says 3/4 of a cup, but what we actually are going to focus on is the weight. So that's 85 grams. So if I just wanted 1 cup of green beans, that's going to be approximately 100 grams. But honestly, I just throw these in because it's a vegetable. All right, very similarly to everything else, I'm only focused on the serving size. So I need more carbs. This has 17 grams of carbohydrates for 140 grams of a serving. So I'm going to actually have about 150 grams, which is going to be about 80 calories. Same thing, I'm going to take my bowl, I'm going to tar this to get it to 0. There we go. And then I'm going to very carefully pour this into a bowl. And we're going to get to 150 grams. One more blueberry. Okay. So if you ever overdo, just pop some back in the bag. There we go. Right about 150. That's fine. 149 does the job. Same thing. I'm gonna have mango. I do believe that repetition is one of the best ways to understand something. So very similar. When we look at nutrition facts, we look at the grams. You always look at the weight. So for 140 grams of mango, if I just weighed this, that would be 80 calories and 21 grams of carbohydrates. There's not really much fat in there, and there's not really much protein, obviously. So in order to get my 150, I'm going to pour 150 grams of this into this bowl. All right, from here, I'm going to go into MyFitnessPal, and then I'm going to actually log my food. So we're going to go into lunch. I'm going to put into the search bar turkey. I know I'm having 4 ounces of turkey, so we would just put that in, check it in. And I'm going into green beans from there. And then I'll log my rice. And I actually like to do this before I eat. I actually do it the day before, so that way I can just look at MyFitnessPal and see the serving size I need to measure out. That helps me stay a little bit more on point, and I don't have any decision fatigue when I am hungry, and I can just grab what I need to have, and it's ready to go. So this is how I log it. MyFitnessPal is great. MyFitnessPal syncs with the app too, which is really nice, but you can track it other ways as well. But this tends to be the best. So calorie-wise, 553 calories, but we're more concerned about the macros. So carbs, fats, proteins. I try to have about 30 to 40 grams of protein per meal. And you can also slide all the way down to this app and go to nutrition, where you can see the actual different macro and micronutrients that I'm tracking. So still focus on protein, carbs, and fat. And I typically, for right now, I'm doing about 50% carbs, 20% fat, and 30% protein.